How's it going, everybody? This is JD, Child of Phoenix. It is June 30th today. It's been a long time since I've posted any videos, predominantly because work has been absolutely insane. Haven't had much time. Started working out again, getting my body up to shape. It's very important to keep yourself in the best shape you possibly can. My last video I talked some about the coronavirus, and this was back when it was very first getting started. As of right now, with the way everything is panning out, there's a lot of very odd stuff going on with it. The stuff I'm going to be speaking on isn't to start educating anybody about the coronavirus. Hopefully people that are watching this have already done a lot of the research I'm going to be talking on, because I really don't need to start all the way from the beginning. Basically, you know who holds the patent to it. You guys already know who the main creator was of it, who's very interesting that he's now the head of the division that's supposed to be looking out for our country. I'm sure you guys also know who funded him to go out there. So I'm not going to mention any names. Long story short, common sense is one of the things that need to be applied to this. All right. First of all, do you know any company that would invest millions of dollars just to come out with something that's the same as everybody else has? Nothing special about it. I don't. I honestly believe that there's definitely a lot more to this than what anybody's saying. One of the main things that really drives me to this point is that there's a lot of division in it. You have some people that I listen to, like Richie from Boston, who says, it's a hoax, it's bullshit, it's not real. Then there's other people like Full Spectrum Survival, and I really like that guy a lot. It's a great channel. But you're getting completely different outlooks on it, from it's terrible, it's going to kill you, to it's the common cold or the common flu, to it doesn't exist. Well, my personal opinion on it is that it does exist. And I think more people have this than they are even aware of. I honestly believe we're not going to start seeing the real effects of this stuff till the end of the year, till it cools down, or it's been cool for a while. The reason why I say this is, if you look at everything that is going on with the BLM, all this other stuff, they're trying to confuse and divide. If you confuse and divide your enemy, it's easy to beat them. Very easy to beat them. And I think that's why Fauci's came out, and he's been quoted saying, it's just a common flu, to, it's going to kill millions of people. He's giving conflicting stories that are on paper that you can see, where he's absolutely conflicting his thought process in regards to this disease. So with that being said, he himself is purposefully causing confusion in it. The reason for it is because it keeps everybody running around and lost in the shrub brushes, not seeing what the hell is really going on. What's really going on is that they're using this to basically kill economies. Everybody knows that. They have some people that are biting on, it's not real, it's not that bad, and they are wanting to stay working and things of that nature. Then you have other people who've done research that say, shit, this is really, really bad stuff. I don't want to catch this. Now, if you go to Full Spectrum Survival, he's talking about individuals he personally knows that are working in the healthcare system, where these people are having long-term effects. Then if you go to Richie from Boston and you watch his stuff, he has very good doctors on there with strong credentials that are stating that viruses can't even be given to you unless you get a shot, basically, or a vaccine. Also, too, there has been mentioned that there is a book, and I haven't had a chance to research it yet, so this is just my own advice, or my own opinion, that viruses cannot live outside of the body. And this book is a book that came out of Germany. But I honestly think that there's a lot more to this than what they're telling everybody. Also, too, I want to say it was about a year ago, one of the things I found was, what's the word I'm looking for here? Basically, it's where our country is going to be at the end of 2020, both GDP-wise, population, and all that stuff. And everybody thought it was BS because at the end of 2020, it shows that our population, our GDP, and a ton of other things had completely dropped. With that being said, I'm taking that into consideration. Also, too, I saw something that kind of interested me a little bit, and what it had to do with was cell phone tracking. Now, with cell phone tracking, there was a lady on this YouTube thing that I was watching, and what she was saying was that they can track people within 5 feet of their cell phone. All right? So, with that being said, people like myself that grew up hunting, or people that are active hunters and things like that, think about how far scent travels. Think about how far away you can be and smell the people down the road barbecuing, or Burger King cooking burgers. You can be way far off and still smell that. Think about when a person vapes or smokes and you watch the air go out of their mouth with that smoke vapor. How far does that travel? Does it travel further than 6 feet? What if the wind's blowing? What if you're in a room where AC is blowing down and the air is just circulating around? 6 feet doesn't guarantee you anything. So where did they come up with this 6 feet? That as long as you're 6 feet away from people, social distancing, you're good. A little interesting, huh? Then, like I said about the cell phones, one of the things when this first came out as well is that they said that this drastically affects obese people. They are more susceptible to catching the COVID. Now, those of you that have looked into 5G, tower radiation, things of that nature, 5G is very dangerous to obese people. Why? Because the 5G disrupts the fat cells. Keep in mind, your brain is full of fat cells, which is another odd part. But with COVID, supposedly obese people are more susceptible to catch it. And obese people are more susceptible to cell tower radiation, 5G radiation. They can track you within 5 feet of your cell phone. Social distancing is at 6 feet. Now, I don't know exactly what it is or anything like that. I don't know. Nobody knows. All the information anybody has is what's been put in front of them. I don't have a microscope at home. I'm sure you don't either. But I will say this. A lot of the YouTube channels out there, and they are censoring a lot of stuff. I've had 2 Christian channels that they've recently taken down. One of which was just strictly Christian, and they yanked him. But as in censorship and censoring people, yeah, they are censoring some stuff. But they leave the truth out there for those who want to find it. Take fluoride, for example. People freak out on fluoride. They are not telling everybody. They're hiding the information. No, they're not. Get right on YouTube and find it. You can get right on the internet and find it. You can find out that the fluoride that they're putting in the water doesn't come from the ground. It comes from smelters at aluminum facilities. where they're processing aluminum. And then they put it in the water. Why? Because it costs way too much to dispose of it in the environment. Anyways, I'm not trying to get off track here. Long story short, there's a lot of weird things with this COVID, and I really do not think we even know a drop in the bucket of what's really going on. Me personally, I try to take the most precautions I can. I suggest you do the same thing. If you guys can, just keep your eyes open. Be careful. Kind of watch what's going on. And I'll just leave it at that. If you guys can, subscribe, hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Please share this with friends, family, people that, you can add a little extra knowledge or give them some extra areas to look into some things. Because right now, we have access to information. How long that will last, who knows? Yeah, if you guys can, leave some comments, and I'll comment back on them. Have a great day.